So since Jordan's quit and he's been working for myself, I was really going down this path of not drinking alcohol. And I went to Queensland. It was weird. It was like the moment Jordan quit, I took on this big responsibility of wanting to do not everything, but just like, when you want control of things, but really in this world of building a business, you have to let go of control to move forward and to have flow and to create success. I felt a lot of responsibility in him quitting because it's obviously now navigating our company together and him having a role. And I just remember feeling really exhausted. And I caught up with my best friend Loz and we were just like, do you just want to have a drink? And we did. And so I broke the whole promise of, staying sober until my girls' trip in March. I think it's really important that while I'm so big on promises and commitment pieces, I'm still human. And I still have moments where I'm like, yeah, I said that thing and I didn't stick to it. And how often have you guys done that? Hello and welcome back to Keys to the Queendom. I am your host, Tamara Maya, bringing you my first solo episode at my home. Yay! And boy, oh boy, you guys would have obviously been listening to the new episodes for season 2. And today I'm actually deciding, as of now, in this moment, we're going to be doing life updates. I think that is going to be fun because I really remember distinctly when I recorded the 6 episodes, a lot of things that I was talking about with the whole goals and our future and our commitment piece and, starting the year with this incredible energy. And lo and behold, life has happened. And there's been so much, oh my God, so much to fill you in, Queens. So sit back, relax. You might be driving, you might be training at the gym, because this episode is really just to give you guys insight on what's happening as of late, what I'm navigating through, the changes since the 6 episodes, and what I've learned already for 2024. So first thing is that I remember talking about was Jordan's near-death experience and us really then making this big decision of what we want to create for 2024. And as of 2 weeks ago, Jordan quit his job. Like, who the fuck is this guy, right? He quit his job. He left his trade of 20 years, and is now working for me. It's like insane just what one pinnacle moment can do in your decision process. And we've literally just gone, let's see what happens. And it's been really interesting to navigate through this new dynamic in the relationship and also, I guess, partnership. You quit your job, and it was really cool to see how much Jordan's, his mindset, his energy, his posture, everything just changed. And he made a decision with the uncertainty of the outcome. But what really was certain was the decision and the commitment to that and himself. And it felt so strong to him. And I know that feeling's really familiar in our world. We get these intuitive signs, we get these downloads, and it's kind of like, ooh, but a lot of things stop us in the decision process and to take action. And I think what we really have witnessed from these moments that Jordan and I are now navigating through is when something comes up, we really want to action it more quicker than normal. Maybe it's taken Jordan now this time to finally, create the shift in his journey. But even for that moment where he's now made that decision to leave, it's brought in so many cool things in the process. And of course, with the beauty of entrepreneurship comes the good and the bad and the ugly and what the fuck scenario, right? So since Jordan's quit and he's been working for myself, in the interim of what I've spoken to you guys in previous episodes, I was really going down this path of not drinking alcohol. And I went to Queensland. It was about 10 days ago. And I went there for work. And it was weird. It was like the moment Jordan quit, I took on this big responsibility of wanting to do not everything, but just like, when you want control of things, but really in this world of building a business, you have to let go of control to move forward and to have flow and to create success. It was weird. I felt a lot of responsibility in him quitting because it's obviously now navigating, our company together and him having a role, which we found out what the role is, which I'll share with you guys in a second. And I went to Queensland and I felt really overwhelmed. I felt really like there's so much going on. And I felt like it's divine timing that he's quit because he was helping me behind the scenes with my team. And we've just gone ham on this growth with our company. And I just remember feeling really like exhausted. And I caught up with my best friend Loz and we were just like, do you just want to have a drink? And we did. And so I broke the whole promise of, staying sober until my girls' trip in March. But I really want to be more transparent to you guys. Everything you see on social media is sometimes a bit of a highlight reel, whereas I feel like this space is really more about opening up more parts of myself, and I want to do that more. So I think it's really important that while I'm so big on promises and commitment pieces, I'm still human and I still have moments where I'm like, yeah, I said that thing and I didn't stick to it. And how often have you guys done that?
Queen, how often have you said, I spent my whole life studying, I've been to school my whole life, and I've actually learned nothing that teaches me the tools and strategies to build a successful business in the outside world. You've probably spent thousands of dollars on courses, or you've heard fake news from business gurus. Well, I'm here to give this incredible news to everyone here right now that this is Queendom University. Get out of debt and actually start making money in the online space, knowing and having the foundations to build a successful business. Now I'm talking because I have gone through the trenches. I have been a fitness coach, built my online business as a pro athlete, and now I am a business coach. You'll go from having absolutely no idea what your business is through, in the 8 weeks, learn the foundations of knowing what your purpose is, your vision and mission, and also understanding your business values with the execution to know what that business is. You'll also learn branding, social media, content strategy, marketing, and more importantly, how to sell. With Queendom University, it'll cut out the bullshit and remove all the fluff and get you working specifically on your business so you can execute this in 8 weeks to get ready to launch. I wanted you to have something where you get to access something straight away, where you get to fast track your growth, as well as remove any doubt, any overwhelming sensation or stress, or the question that everyone seems to ask, where do I begin? With Queendom University, you'll be able to build wealth, freedom, and at the end of the day, be an entrepreneur and be able to say, I have finally built my own thing, my own business. And I've stopped making money for someone else, and I'm now making money for my own empire. Queendom University.
So that was really interesting to navigate. And when I came back home, the most scariest thing has happened as of late. So Jordan took our beautiful Luna to the vet and she had her teeth cleaned. And in the teeth cleaning procedure, she went under cardiac arrest and almost died. And so they resuscitated her and she came back to life, and it was just horrible. And then she came home and everything was fine. And then she was really acting strange. I'm just looking at her right now, this little baby. She was acting strange. And then all of a sudden she was really overly affectionate. It was almost like she was on drugs. And then the following morning from that, Jordan started to see her going around in circles. And she was almost like not knowing what was going on. And I think she had a stroke. And then he realized she started to act even more weird, where she couldn't navigate where she was, and we found out she was blind. So we then took her to emergency and kept her there for, it felt like forever, but I think it was like 3 or 4 days. And it was probably the most terrifying thing we went through as a couple, and watching her go through that, because obviously you guys may know we lost our baby boy Katut a couple of years ago due to heart disease. And our little baby girl had gone through all this trauma, and we were just like, why is this happening to us? Like, what did we do as parents? And so we found out from the specialist, the neurologist, yes, I said it, that because of the first procedure, because of the vet who had to put her under, there was obviously something that didn't go to plan based on her not getting enough oxygen to the brain. So she has still a brain injury. And that's why she went blind and has lost all her senses essentially at home. And it was the hardest thing I feel like I've gone through recently. I mean, I'm someone that I do believe can be quite strong, and I've gone through my fair share of trauma, but that for me was probably like the most painful and horrible experience. And it brought back a lot of memories with my other cat. And it just made me feel really angry at the universe and angry at myself, and understanding why someone's so innocent to go through that. And I know a lot of you guys can reflect on the questioning and the why is this happening to me, and why universe, what's the lesson? All of us more, aware of everything is a lesson, right? Here's me going into like, okay, well, what am I needing to do? What is the lesson here? And my beautiful girlfriend said to me, maybe the lesson is just to sit in this. Maybe the lesson right now is to process this. Maybe right now you don't have to have the answer. Maybe right now you just need to sit in the pain and feel it and sink into the emotion and just allow yourself to be. And that for me felt really heavy to hear. So over it's been literally recently that's happened, right? So she's come home and she's been getting better every day, which I'm so grateful for. But I really believe in the lead up to all of that, and because of this heightened expectation and the need to become a 7-figure business and putting all this pressure and control and, I guess, craziness, if anything was to ever happen to myself or Jordan, would we be able to have the business running on end? And what else this beautiful experience taught me was being grateful for what I have and being present. So many moving parts of my life has happened. Jordan quitting, working for me, my cat nearly dying, and that was massive. Breaking my promise with not drinking, which, by the way, I'm back on that bandwagon right now, just so you know.
Hey, beautiful kings and queens, are you right now in a space where you're ready to take action and build your business, yet you struggle where to begin? You're feeling stuck and overwhelmed with all the things you need to do when it comes to building a business. Build the business of your dreams in the online space and be in the arena of all the incredible, great humans out there that are building 7 to 8 figure businesses. Now, the foundations that I truly believe in that you are going to learn through this membership is sales, marketing, content creation, social media, money mindset, and of course, branding. Now, all of this will be accessible for you to be learning what is currently hot right now in the market and how you can create your own business and build a successful business in the online space. All you have to do right now is DM Empire in my Instagram or email myself and my team, and we will get the ball rolling so you can have your empire and start making moves in the online space.
We've asked for such a big goal this year. You want to build this 7-figure business? Well, this is going to be some lessons there for you to then navigate through. So it's made us really look at where we can create more time and energy for our family, for our future family, which has been massive for us. Thinking about 2 years from now, where do we want to be? Are we going to have children? Are we going to be married? So we've worked out, while now Jordan's now the COO of TMC, and we've got, a virtual agency as well. We're building the agency behind the scenes. And, we're really navigating through our clients transitioning from one-on-one to group coaching. I've made a massive call that now we are pretty much only have 2 spots left for Queendom. And then we're going to be focusing on group coaching and me stepping on stage. And that's really cool and fucking scary. And I said from the very beginning, when you guys have obviously listened to all the episodes as of late, I'm playing big this year. And with that comes already, January is nearly gone, some big life lessons. So this will be cool. We've got a new mentor we're working with as well, and we're so excited. And we're not stressed. Tomorrow's not stressed. I mean, look, maybe my body feels stressed. It's probably in overload with all the, shit storm that's happened. But I'm excited. I feel really excited for this next chapter of my life. And, it takes, again, always an experience like nearly losing one of my beautiful baby fur babies to go, okay, this is something here for us to look at in terms of where we really want to prioritize what's important for us. And that's, yes, the business, but family life, being present, and not taking life for granted. And I want to sort of navigate this with you guys. What are you taking for granted in your life right now? Are you present in what you do? Are you present with your partner? Are you present with your friends? Do you know when to switch off from work? Because I know that's still something I'm working through. And going back to promises, have you kept your promise? Have you kept your promise that you've said that you're going to have for 2024? And another big thing I want to bring forward, please be compassionate to yourself, be kind. Not everyone's perfect. I never want you guys to think I am. But while I made a commitment to not drinking until the girls' trip and I felt guilty for breaking it, I also am being very aware that there was so much to navigate through, and I'm still working through that. There was still so much progress around that. Still being consistent whilst all of the negative stuff was happening with my routine and my habits, therapy, my energetic work, and the progress around my health, the progress about eliminating alcohol. And even if I did have alcohol, it wasn't to the extent that I was having alcohol. So I know a lot of us put this pressure on having to be the best, and I do want us all to believe we have to be our best versions. But if you do ever feel like you've started 2024 with this big play, big energy, and then you're like, oh my God, so much has happened, e.g. me, just know that you're human and know this is normal, and know that it's just about getting back on your feet again and allowing yourself to process everything and shift through that to create more meaningful, memorable breakthroughs. So I'm going to leave it at that for this life update, which I'm going to do once a month. And, anyone that's listening and really feels resonated to talk to me about this, please, I'm an open book. I'd love for you guys to share this moment on social media and maybe DM me your moment of play big that maybe kind of went downhill and you had to kind of look within to then play even bigger. I think that's the lesson here. I'm just verbalizing right now. But know that I'm always going to be here for you, Queen. And I'm going to keep you guys in the loop, of course, with all of this stuff. But Luna's doing well. She's progressing. I really believe she'll get her eyesight back. Jordan's killing me, but he's awesome. He's actually been a blessing in the business. It's interesting navigating through him being part of my business and also my partner. So that's also going to be a topic I'll talk about. I think I'll have him as a guest again. And yeah, playing big, my queens, playing big. So this is your host, Tamara Maya, bringing you life updates. So love you all, Queen. And I hope you have a magical, play big, BDE kind of day. The more that we decide to really step into this version of ourselves with our content, with our brand, with showing up, that's when the moves start to happen. When it comes to content mastery, and you are new to this game, you are new to obviously building your presence online, and maybe right now you don't want to think about the micro topics, who you're speaking to, the ideal clients. Start with collaboration. And I think it's really important that you make that decision, that certainty to start thinking about how can I start being seen in front of different people each and every day. So the first piece to content mastery is being able to make those decisions to collaborate, to speak to someone new.
One of the reasons why I wanted to work with you was because I love that you have a community and you bring everyone together.
I have learned all about how to tell a story, what are the main components of a story. It's so helpful for brand improvement.
The highlight for me today has been being around such awesome, like-minded people and actually figuring out what I think my brand is and what I want to do.
But at the end of the day, if you're just true to who you are and focus on who you were as a younger self,
it brings in those types of people that are just like, yes, I want to work with you.